Hey, KIC here. Welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I played this one quite a while back when it first hit early access, and I thought it's been a while since I've taken a look at it, so I should see how the game has progressed since I've last played. Now, having said that, we're probably going to be doing a few things that I haven't done before because, well, seems like that'd be a good idea, right? Now, of course, this is the cargo pod that you have. It is all banged up. It's not going to go anywhere. It has one thruster on it, so chances are it's not going to really fly. Now, what I'm doing right now, I'm just grabbing all the junk from the cargo bin that I can actually put to use right now, and I'm going to go ahead and throw some... We'll just throw all of them in there. That's fine. I'm not overly concerned about that right now. And we're going to hop in the cockpit, turn on the power, and now we can go ahead and use the small constructor, which is good, but is kind of blocked by this plant, apparently. Let's go ahead and dump all this stuff in there, and we're going to just let it get started on making some fuel packs right away. There they are. I knew they'd be over here somewhere. Now, since I have last played, this game now has random gen. So this is the, I believe it's Aria is the world. There are two different worlds you can play on, Aria and Omicron. This would be Aria. This is a little more temperate world. It has, well, blue and green and stuff that might look similar to Earth. That sort of thing, rather than nothing but a crazy weird red planet sort of thing. We have dinosaurs running around. This is not Ark Survival Evolved with the graphics slider turned down a touch. Nope, this is Empyrion. So the big question right now is, okay, random world, what is going to be nearby? Because we're going to have to basically start working on quite a few things, really, before we can actually kind of get moving along and doing stuff. Now, I suppose I could just go run around endlessly, but that maybe wouldn't be the best plan of action at this point. Now, I do want to come back here. I think this probably has finished creating the fuel packs by now. It should have anyway. There we go. Just finished. So 20 more fuel packs, so that'll be good. For right now, I'm going to go ahead and turn power off because we don't have a whole lot of extra resources, so I don't want to use all of them up right now. I can show you I'm not wearing my helmet, so oxygen will not be a problem right now, and you can take it off, put it on. If I reload it, now I have my helmet on. If I reload again, helmet is off. I don't know if you can change the rest of your look at this point. I don't know how much equipment has been added to the game. I know there were a handful of different weapons the last time I played, but I have to admit I'm not sure how much has been added since. Now, as I'm looking across the water, I would point, but I can't, so just follow the crosshair. It looks like there's an enemy base over there. That would be where... Sorry, I had to cough. That would be where drones are, I believe. So, probably don't want to go over there right now. Now, something that will need to be done is a base is going to need to be constructed. Now, bases, and, well, for that matter, too, anything you're building needs to be on flat ground. Now, an easy way to build a base on flat ground, since this is all kind of semi-undulating, is to go down to the water level, and you can just kind of build right on top of the water as it so happens. It's quite convenient, actually. I gotta admit, I do kind of like that. It's very simple to do that. But let's go ahead and go to the constructor, and let's look at what it's going to take to get a base going. Because I think we'll just go ahead and start with that. I've done a, what do you call it, a hover vehicle before, but I have not done a base. So we're going to need some plates. Now, don't need this many, so maybe I'll... well, here, we'll take a moment to... Let's go ahead and queue this up. So we can do that. We can go ahead and queue up the base starter, because we already have the core in there. And then we'll do a couple more plates, and we're going to do some more hull blocks. We'll just do a couple of shift clicks there. That'll get us up to 30. That won't really be enough, but it's enough to kind of get started. I'd like to actually just go take a look around a little more. Haven't found any resources yet. This course is a survival game, so you're going to need to collect resources, that sort of thing. You have to process those resources into other materials, very much like Space Engineers, or really pretty much any other survival game. It's just this one, being with the whole space setting, makes me think of Space Engineers, so I will probably mention that more than one time. And I really just, like I said, I kind of want to just take a look around, see what other resources are around. We can just go ahead and use the jetpack to fly up top here. Go ahead and turn that guy off. Doesn't look like anything is popping up on the map. I don't know what to expect in terms of how far to have to travel in terms of what the actual dispersion of resources is. I don't know how that works. I mean, this is all random gen, so it's kind of hard to say. I mean, theoretically, it's entirely random, and I don't know what the limits of those random possibilities are. Let's go ahead and check again in here. So we should have... I didn't make the... There we go. I didn't make the whole blocks first. I made the plates, but not the whole blocks. So that's okay. So if we take a look around here, there are various things you can kind of pick from here. So we have some corn dogs over here. Go ahead and pick up a corn dog, and suppose we can go ahead and munch on that. Doesn't give you a model in your hand of what you're holding, but that's okay. That one you cannot look at and pull. This one you can, Alien Plasma ZR1. Really not sure what this is for. I kind of would assume that you can break it down in some sort of processing plant, maybe a food processor, that sort of thing. I don't know what you are. Cobra leaves. And I don't know what the cobra leaves are for either. What are cobra leaves for? No clue, but picked up the whole thing, so that's okay. Now, there are going to be various tools and things that we can build that will make life a little easier. As you saw, there's a little tool tip about flattening and leveling ground, so it could be something that we might look at. I'm thinking I'll probably build up here. I think that will make sense. And if we look at those tools, we can go over here. So we have a color tool, we have a flashlight, drill, I already have a drill over here. The filler and flatten tool, that's going to be the one that will let you kind of move things around a little bit. Remove and repair tool, that's going to be important. Oxygen bottles, and then various guns and the ammunition for them. So all good stuff. Let's go ahead and grab that whole starter block, and let's just see if we can actually place it anywhere. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and let this... Oh, here, we'll do it that way. We'll let it do another 20 blocks. That might be good. And we're going to see if the ground is flat enough anywhere to build. So it's kind of flat enough in some of these spots. I don't know if this is necessarily a good place to build one, but I mean, since everything is over here, maybe not, just because you have trees and other things in the way. I mean, can I get rid of these trees? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't know if this is a good idea to build over here. I don't know what happens if maybe that filler and flatten tool will kind of take care of those problems. I suspect it might. Not 100% sure. Oh, there was blue right there. We're going to go ahead and place it. Just because. Why not? Okay, let's go ahead and place some blocks. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll go 5 because we're going to place one more over here. Now, of course, can't really walk up into here right now. That's fine. Can make a ramp in a moment. I just want to kind of take a look. So we're basically looking at, well, a 5x4 building right now. And if you include walls, and you don't have to use whole blocks as walls, I probably will just for ease of building. Then that means, of course, you're going to lose some room. So I think we'll go ahead and we'll just add on to this, and we'll go around one more time just to get a little bit of space in here. Now, obviously, we're going to need to build some more things before this is a really usable base, but this is kind of, you know, the beginnings, and it'll be useful before too long. It doesn't take all that long to do everything. I mean, it does take a while just because of the crafting timer, but it's not like it really takes forever. I mean, what takes the longest is I just don't know what you need for everything, so that's kind of the problem. So right now, let's go ahead and let's queue up some stuff. We're going to queue up just a bunch of all sorts of things in here. We're going to need some... let's do a couple of those. We'll do some of those. We'll do some cables. Need some pipes. And that should be a pretty decent start, I think. And I want to check the fuel reserves here. So actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and throw another one in there. We'll throw another 2 in there just because this bad boy is going to be cooking up a lot of stuff, and I'm just curious. So 21 minutes of power left. That'll be fine. If we come back over here, I do have some more blocks. We can go ahead and put those down, and that'll, of course, help expand things a little bit. Here we go. I was on this side. I couldn't remember if I was on the back side or not. That answered that. All right, so let's just go ahead and take a look one more time. Turn the jetpack on so I can get up here. Oh, I think for symmetry's sake, I would kind of like to put some more up here too. I'm not going to go full symmetry, but I think this will be fine. And I was curious if I could build with a tree in the way. That answers that. Good, that's good to know. All right, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and then this is only going to be 2, and this should go back 3. So I think that's a pretty decent start. I'm going to just go ahead and put some corner pieces down again. I'm going to use whole blocks just because whole blocks are fast. Now there are walls, there are other kinds of materials you can use to build with, but I don't know. I'm feeling okay about using whole blocks just because it's an exterior wall. It perhaps should be kind of on the big side. I don't know. That's just kind of my thought. Let's take a look in here at how it is doing. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. We're going to need a lot more whole blocks. I would like to have some slopes, so we'll do probably more than that, but that'll be fine for now. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle the opening just yet. In fact, I mean, just looking at this right here, if you look at the kind of blocks that are available, here's some walls, and then here's some interior walls. So again, there are different kinds of things you can use. I don't see anything like a door. Now, I don't know if that's because I'm using the small constructor. That may be. I'm not 100% sure on that front, but it may be once we get a large constructor going on, and that would be that guy right there. It opens up a lot more possibilities, a lot more things that you can create. So maybe we'll look into that and see what other sorts of stuff we can do. But for now, I'm really looking to get just a basic, really kind of, this is enough to kind of work with for at least the early part of the game, at least the first, I don't know, first couple weeks of the game, something along those lines. Just enough to get by, to process food, to potentially process oxygen. I mean, that's something we could go do right now, too. We could go put the oxygen generator down here. I don't have it on me, but if we wanted to do that, we could go put an oxygen generator in the water, and we just needed to give it fuel packs, and it would develop, basically it would make its own bottled oxygen that you can in turn place into ships, into bases, whatever, and presumably turn into portable oxygen. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's just kind of a guess. Just taking a quick look here, just at everything that's going on. Got the drone placed across the way. Got a bunch of dinosaurs running around. Could go shoot these things here. What are you? Alien Plasma T6. Okay. Yeah, now if we needed some food right now, which you don't really need a whole lot, corn dogs will probably be sufficient for the time being. That, and if I can find any fruit. You're not the fruit ones. No, we'll go ahead and pull another corn dog though. But there are some various fruit things that you can eat around here that are safe to eat, but don't need to go killing stuff right now. Not quite yet for food, but that'll happen. That's kind of interesting. Is that like a, is that a baby one maybe? If you use your jetpack, apparently you can float on water. It's good to know, sort of. Yeah, it looks like a little baby Triceratops. I don't know if that's actually the case, but that's what it looks like to me. You guys don't sound happy. Not overly enthralled by their look, but, you know, it's okay. Oh, hello. I didn't see you before. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let the constructor keep working on some stuff, and next time we get together, we should have a little bit more going on in that base. So I hope to catch you on that next one. Right now, we at least have the beginnings of a base underway, so that I think before too long, we'll have a somewhat proper base going. But I will catch you the next time. So till then, thanks for watching. See you later.